And so, to be honest, the training was like drinking out of a fire hydrant from.
I like the thoroughness. I thought it was very thorough. I thought it was very demanding. I thought it was challenging.
I describe the training that I believe that this is a complete training for a franchise. Study all the areas that we need to have a success for a business. We get into the marketing, into the sales.
The training was great. It was 6 weeks, which is a lot more than other companies were offering. It was very hands-on. David was there, 8 to 5, supporting me, teaching me patience. Some of us some of the franchisees are not as don't have that much product knowledge or as much as we should have. And David, who's been in the business for 30 years, has been really great at, kind of giving us the ins and outs, that kind of information that you're not going to learn in the first year, that information that comes with time.
It was completely thorough, covered everything from sales to operations to products, delved into the actual guts and operations of how to do things. The training was outstanding. At the end of the day, it was beyond any expectation I had.
The training process was intensive, very interactive, and the benefit of the training is the fact that I was trained actually with Dave Klappenberger, who's the founder, and so I'm able to ask any questions, and I'm able to interact with him. And it was lengthy. It went into depth with everything.
One of my concerns was, will those franchises live up to what they're stating online or on the phone when you talk to them? That was one of my major concerns, because everybody promises the moon, but at the end of the day, they don't deliver. And the great thing about Klappenberger is that David and his team completely delivered on what they said they were going to do. They've actually kept their word, and I'm super excited, more than I've ever been, to be part of this franchise.
The training and support has been very good. I think that I rely on it a lot and use it a lot, but it has been very helpful.
There were a lot of those jobs that we bid on that were complex, that, not to throw shade at anybody, imagine if I'd have went with another franchise and now all of a sudden I'm talking to a sales developer and I'm saying, hey, I need help with this bid. I need help on how to do this estimate. He doesn't have any real vested interest. We got so many of those jobs because there was never a time that I called Dave that you answer the phone. And we spent literally hours going through the process. I mean, I can't imagine, maybe that exists somewhere else. But I can sure tell you, in all my years, I've never seen that.
So I looked at various opportunities, and I picked this particular one. I picked Klappenberger & Son because, relatively speaking, it's a low-risk opportunity. It has a good proven track of generating very good income, more than sufficient income. And I was looking forward to actually building something, building a company of my own.
Becoming a business owner, becoming a franchisee gave me the opportunity to do that. I'll get out of what I put into it, which is not always the case with a 9-to-5 job. So that's the biggest thing that I get out of working for myself. I'm in charge of my day, and I'm in charge of how successful I am.
I believe that the most difference between this franchise and other franchise of this type of this business is the support that we have on this franchise.
Even after the training, and I think that's where the training really set itself in place. So I'm able to go to a job, I'm able to call him and ask him questions, and he has like all sorts of knowledge in every facets of whatever obstacles that